Hello, good evening. Good night, everyone. And I am Dinesh Jaiprashad, once again with you on 107.1 FM family. To all those viewers and listeners throughout Guyana, Caribbean, the diaspora around the world, pleasant good night to you. It has been a wonderful year for us in a sense whereby we were able to reach you and share with you a lot of information. It has been a really tough year for Guyana. It has been a year of a pandemic, and more so the PPP pandemic that has caused a lot of suffering on the people of this beautiful land. I am happy to be with this um, year review basically of our series of programs that we had for the past 12 months. I must say that I'm very thankful to be on 107.1 almost every Tuesday at 8 p.m., sharing as to what really is happening in Berbice, in Region 6, in Guyana, and how this PPP regime is causing more and more suffering on the poor people of this nation. I am very happy that I have been able to give some justice to my work as a member of parliament for East Berbice Quarantine for the past 12 months. And I know that come January 2022, it will be a different ball game. I'm saying this to ensure that all of us are involved in this fight to ensure that the people get what they deserve. The rights of the people are not trampled on, and we will do whatever it takes to ensure that the voices of the voiceless are being heard. I am a representative for East Berbice Quarantine, and I will try my utmost to represent you at all forums so that you will be able to know what really is happening in Berbice and in Guyana. I must say that for the past 12 months, the PPP has shown that they are incompetent and incapable of ensuring that the poor people of this country are taken care of. And I say this because there has been so much of spending of taxpayers' money, and still we have people complaining about the unfair manner in which these resources were given to them. Um, um, I must start with the COVID grant, the COVID cash grant, and that was a big story in Guyana, whereby to date, a lot of Guyanese did not receive their cash grants. There were situations whereby there are three houses in the same yard and they only give to the one in front. There are situations whereby one building is in the yard, but there are six families living there in separate um, um, apartments, and one, the owner, the proprietor, the owner of the property, he alone received in some cases. So I'm saying that the cash grant was a big mess. To date, we cannot have a audit and analysis as to the number of persons that we have in Guyana and the number of persons who receive the 25,000 cash grant. We have not received that. We have asked that the government itemize it by regions. Let us know who are these individuals who have received this cash grant. And that is yet to be done. We want to know the 1,400 persons who were employed, primarily PPP operatives, to ensure that these monies are and were distributed. We want to know the names of these individuals, and to date, that was not done. So I'm saying that we have had a lot of monies being spent, taxpayers' money being spent, monies that this government borrow, and you know who will pay back that? Our children and our grandchildren. Then we had the flood relief. Well, this is a mystery up to now. This flood relief is a mystery that will be unsolved for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Up to now, we cannot have an audit of the flood relief, the cash grant. We cannot have by regions the names of these individuals who receive monies, taxpayers' monies, and we cannot have up to today, the amount of money that they have received. We are asking, the opposition is asking that we want to know these individuals because we have received so much of complaints, so much of reports coming from all the communities of this country that they are identifying individuals who lost nothing, no livestock, no cash crop, nothing, but they receive fat checks. I am saying to those persons who are responsible, and I know the honorable minister will receive this information. Itemize the regions, put the list to the media, take a newspaper and publish it there. All the names and the addresses of the people who receive this money. And we will show you that the community will come out. All the communities, they will mobilize themselves and they will come out and they will say to the media that these individuals did not lose anything, but they received. I am saying that a lot of individuals complaining, but brothers and sisters, we know what happened. We know what happened with the flood relief. So I am saying that we have had a year of failure of the PPP. All those promises were just hot air. Nothing come about them. 50,000 jobs, where? 20,000 scholarships, where? Estate reopen, where? Better and improve health services, where? World Bank say education going down for us. We did not cater. We did not give the children the gadgets that we want them to be on par with. Public assistance, up to today, people complaining. People who were on permanent disabilities, they are handicapped basically, physically challenged. They cannot move, some of them. This PPP regime taking out their names from public assistance and people suffering. Barbie's Bridge, up to now, Barbie's Bridge can reduce its toll. That was another promise. And I know this information will get to the management of the Barbie's Bridging Company. Here what happens. The bridge, the road from the bridge to Palmyra, very dark. You are collecting the taxpayers' money. You are collecting the people's money every time a vehicle passes there. And it is unfair to collect the people's money and you are not providing a better service for them. The road from Palmyra to the bridge is Barbie's Bridge Road. It is your duty as the management of the Barbie's Bridge to install lights on that road. That is one of the darkest roads in the quarantine, in East Barbie's quarantine. And you are collecting so much of money every single day, and you are not providing or enhancing that road. A lot of accident happening on that road because of the darkness there. There are a lot of cattle on the road at nights. You, the management of Barbie's Bridge, you need to step up your gears. Stop taking the people money alone. Give back service to the people. Fix that road. That road needs about 20 lights. You have the money there. You took NIS money and build that bridge. So I'm saying, please, sir, fix that road. Put the street lights. This time, not a long time, people will get smart one day. We know election coming soon. So those of you who think that, you will be there forever and ever and eternity, think again. People are getting smart these days. So my first topic I want to talk about tonight is basically the estates. We have had so much of problems. When the AP and UAFC were in government, a lot of people, were attacking what AP and UAFC did. Rosal Estate and Skellen Estate were closed. because of continuous bailout. The PPP promised that they will start or restart the estate, Skellen and Rosal. To date, 1.5 years after, nothing happening. 1.5 years after, we just have a few handful of workers on the estate trying to, patch up a little promise that was made to them that we're going to start the estate. Few days ago, Vice President himself saying that, it will be a difficult task to get the estates operational and running, So I'm saying that if you promise, the money is there. APNU AFC give $1 billion a month to Gaisuku to keep it going. PVP has given a large chunk, billions to Gaisuku to keep it running. You know what happens? We are still running at a loss. Gaisuku is running at a loss. PPP cannot say the truth to you. They will not say the truth to you. But to my brothers and sisters who are working at Gaisuku, you need to think about plan B. You need to think about plan B, because sooner rather than later, the PPP will be dung in the hammer on Gaisuku, because they realize, not now, they know that Gaisuku is just drawing down billions of dollars from the treasury and not giving us back profit. So I'm saying to all those individuals who were, bashing the AP and UAFC that, they closed down the factory, they closed down the estate, and they, what happened and happened and happened. But we are 1.5 years into the PPP administration, and still things not happening at Gaisuku. And here what happens when AP and you close the Gaisuku, the estates, Skellen and Rosal estate, they give them severance. A lot of individuals who received the severance were back on the job, employed. That is one. Two, Vice President announced a bonus, 250,000, which the Honorable Minister made mention in Parliament that this is a promise to them. So we see where the money going. Some of these individuals receive severance, re-employ, and still receive 250. And the other workers at Gaisuku can get a 250. This is unfair. We are saying that if you are giving 250 to those who receive severance and back on the job, give 250 to everybody at Gaisuku. But they are being unfair to the other workers. They want to give them 7%. 250,000 to one set of individuals and 7%. So, brothers and sisters, that is the issue about Gaisuku. We still want to know a breakdown of the hierarchy from the CEO coming down right down, the pay package and fringe benefits for all those who are employed at Gaisuku top bracket, from the CEO coming down right down. Itemize it. We want the names and the monthly earnings, also the non-taxable earnings, duty-free concession and benefits. Let the Guyanese people know where the money going. Everybody have internet now. Everybody got smartphone. Post it up. Let the people see, so that the people will see that someone managing Gaisuku that is making no profit, running at a loss, is receiving so much of money every month. If these monies are being given to poor people, Guyana will be a very rich country. But Only the few, only the few robbing the treasury. Public assistance, I made mention about public assistance, a very sore problem in this country. There are some individuals who were considered to be permanent beneficiary of public assistance, meaning they have some form of deformity. They are incapacitated, or we will say they handicapped, physically challenged, or mentally challenged. These individuals, there are some of them whose names were taken from that list. Minister responsible for the public assistance, please look into what is happening in all the regions. These are people who are sick, who can't go out and work, and you're taking the little stipend from them. People are crying. People are punished. But you guys are not seeing that because you in your fancy comfort, in your fancy comfort zone, you're not seeing the plight of the poor people. We who are living among them, we are seeing what is happening. We don't have a Prouderville in Barbies. We live in a rural community. So we see what is happening to the poor people. Those of you who are making the policy, you do not live among the people. You live in the fancy places. Come out and see what is happening. And then you will realize that all those names that your ministry struck off, fix it back. Fix it back. This is what we need to get going. The poor people continues to suffer under the PPP, and we need to stop this. We need to stop this. We know election will be sooner rather than later. A lot of people saying that the election going to be next year or the other year. We hope so. We want this election to come quick because the people very much frustrated. A lot of supporters very much fed up. A lot of PPP supporters very much fed up with what is happening, and they want to have election as early as possible. They are saying that it is time to vote these chaps out, but we are waiting. As soon as that is set, we know what will happen. I made mention about Barbies Bridge. The officials at Barbies Bridge, please get on to your act. Get your acts right. You are taking money from us day after day. And I'm saying to you, you need to fix that road. There are a few potholes on the road. Also, there is a little hump on it. Please get it fixed. We need road lights there. If you are collecting money and you are failing to provide additional services, then that is wrong. I do not want to say what that amounts to, but you know, if you take people money and you give them service, the high class, you read into it. Number 3, human organ and tissue transplant bill. You see what is happening in Guyana now? Human organ transplant bill. Bill number 19 of 2021. Bill number 2021. So this bill is a new bill coming to our country. This is a new bill that we want to pass, not we, the PPP want to pass. It is a good bill, but the context of this bill needs a lot of work. A lot of work needs to be done here on this bill before this should be passed and made a law. And what is saying that this bill will give the minister the authority to set up a body who will be responsible for the organ donation and transplant in this country. Meaning, if somebody wants a heart, then this bill will give this body, this group of person, the authority to negotiate and have consent from the donor and take the heart and give it to the person who needs the heart. I am saying that this is a good cause, but are we ready for this now in Guyana? This Ministry of Health that we want to entrust power with this act, human organ and tissue transplant bill, to give the minister the power to ensure that organs are being transplanted in this country, has failed us with the COVID and continues to fail us with the COVID saga. This is the only country that we're having curfew all day, all night. We're not having curfew basically. My apologies. This is the only country we're having curfew till 12 o'clock. Our numbers going up day after day, and still nothing is being done. We put curfew when nobody not walk. But we want people to socialize. This same minister who will want us to vote for this bill, human organ and tissue transplant bill, has bluntly refused to put proper system for the COVID reduction. And I'm saying this to Guyanese, that if we had stringent penalties for COVID-19, and if the laws were enacted and enforced, then we will not have what we're having here with COVID-19. If the Ministry of Health has done what is mandated to be done, then we would not have been in this situation. If the Guyana Police Force did what they had to do, then we would not have been in this situation. I am saying, when we had the curfew from, I'm saying to all of us that we need to get it good. We need to get it right. COVID is on us. This minister can't fix the COVID situation, but he is bringing to the House, the Parliament, the National Assembly, a bill that will give authority to the minister for us to start transplant of organ, donation of organ, and this bill will cause a lot of problems in this country because we do not have the systems in place. In this bill, it states that the honorable minister will decide which institution will do it. The minister alone can decide that. We want 2 representatives from each region to be part in this committee, not a 5-man or a 10-man. And these things must be for the people. The people must know this bill was there was no consultation. And Part 3, Section 14 states, the agency shall establish a public education program, including public awareness campaigns to increase awareness about organ, tissue, cell, biofluid donation, the need to provide for an adequate rate or increase of donation, and the benefits of organs. The agency shall establish public education program. So we do the thing backwards. We are supposed to, the Ministry of Health, supposed to go in each region and have consultation with the people about putting this bill together. That was not done. The bill is saying now, Part 3, National Donor and Transplant Registry, they are saying now that the agency shall establish public education program. So you see what we're getting at? We want to take out people's heart. One person donate their heart, his heart, to another person. We want to do that. But we have not gone into the regions and in the communities and explain what we want to do. We put it on paper first, and then we say, we shall, the agency shall. You know, a lot of people don't understand English language. That's why they will put so much thing on paper. You must have the consent of the people before you put this into bill into paper. Let the people tell you. Part 4, designated hospitals, facilities, and officers. Section 17. The minister may, by order, designate any hospital, including private hospital, clinic, healthcare provider, laboratory, or any other facilities, to be a designated hospital or designated facilities for the purpose of this act. So one person, the minister alone, he can say which place, which hospital gonna do this thing. This is nonsense. We want the people to decide. This law will give anybody authority to any medical institution to start transplant heart and kidney and whatever. This is not a play thing that we, come to Parliament and say, hey, we done. Let me fix this thing up, and we want to pass this bill and blah blah done. This can cause trafficking of person and organs more than marijuana and cocaine. This can escalate crime more than marijuana and cocaine. Countries around the world are listed as high-ranking countries for trafficking of human organs. Many countries. If we do not have the system right, Guyana can be like that. Currently, we have thousands of persons in Guyana who are illegal immigrants coming through from Venezuela and Suriname and Brazil. When acts like these, when laws like these are being passed without the necessary systems in place, people start to disappear. You see somebody today, and next thing you know, the person disappear. You can't find them back. That is what will happen if proper systems are not in place. We can track someone who come in the country with COVID. We have had cases where people fly in Guyana, get COVID, and get away from the airport. You can't find them back. And you're telling us that you want to pass a bill so quickly about human organ and tissue transplant, whereby you do not have systems in place yet. Now you're going to do your educational program, and now you're going to look at what systems you have. But first thing you want to do is to pass the bill. I'm saying that this is a good bill, but the content, the way in which it is designed, gives one man the authority to decide who heart going where and who kidney will be taken out at which health center or which hospital. So I am saying that the minister is overall the political appointee for the Ministry of Health. But he is only one person. And to pass a bill like this, we must have representative in that board from every region, every ethnicity, every religion, because we are dealing with human organs. This is not a little plating bill that we're talking about, that you push it down at the air end for us to, pass. And if we fail to comply, you vote, and because you have a one-seat majority, you're gonna, take it. This is to say to the Guyanese people, we want this to be debated and proper consultation, page after page. Let the people know what you want to do. Let the people know your intention, and then put it on so that we can work it through. This is not something that you copy. I see a lot of pieces from this document taken from the Trinidad or human organ and tissue transplant bill of 2000. So I want to say that a lot of information in this piece needs correcting, and the authority must not be on the minister. No, this guy couldn't manage the COVID situation for so long, and you want to entrust him now with the powers to decide which hospital are going to transplant and people organs, and he gonna appoint the team and whoever. No, 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 no. We must have a board that is made up of members from all 10 administrative regions, the main religions, and the ethnic composition, also NGOs, so that we can be able to know what is happening and understand the true dynamics of our Guyanese culture and context. This bill here needs to take into consideration our Guyanese culture, ethnic composition, and our financial standing. Because of the poverty in this country, when bills like these are passed in a haphazard manner, a lot of people will want to sell their organs to have the extra cash. They are not thinking about that. Because of poverty and survival, people will want to do these things. Even though they say that it will be against the law, there are so many things happening against the law and still continues to happen. So, brothers and sisters in Guyana, the Human Organ and Tissue Transplant Bill of 2021 needs more concrete information, strong debates, and then we will decide as to when we will. We are not in a crisis in Guyana. We do not have a situation in Guyana that people need 1,000 heart and 1,000 kidney. So far, we are healthy people. Is it that this bill will cause a lot of problems later on? You know, there are a lot of questions. Why the hurry? Why the hurry? Why the rush? Are we thinking about something else? That is food for you. Think about it. Why we are rushing to pass a human organ and tissue transplant bill so quick? Do we have 10 hospitals filled with people who need kidneys? We have 1,000 people who need heart. We have not done a medical analysis of this country to know the health statuses of our people. We even can't do a census properly in this country, much less to do a health analysis. You know? And we want to bring a bill. If we are in a terrible state, if we are in a state of organ need crisis, then we can rush into it. We got 2 days before the closure of the year, and we want to push a bill just because we want to pass it. You know, thinking that people will not, object. We want to know what really is happening. Why is it that we want to press it? And finally, I have about 10 minutes more. I want to tell the Guyanese people that now is the time for you to voice your concern. Now is the time for you to voice your concern. Now is the time for you to speak, my Guyanese brothers and sisters. In front of me here is a bill that will be debated tomorrow. And you must air your concern. You must say what you want in this Cooperative Republic of Guyana. And this bill is Bill number 20 of 2021, Natural Resource Fund Bill. The Natural Resource Fund Bill. And I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters listening on the ground, 107.1, this bill is your bill. This money is your money. This money is not APNU money or AFC money or PPP money. APNU, AFC, and PPP don't have the right to decide about this money. This money is the Guyanese people money, and the Guyanese people must decide. Thanks to APNU, AFC, that when they had this bill, when the APNU, AFC created the Natural Resource Fund Bill, they put 22% to oversee the spending of this money. Meaning the government will go to these individuals, 22 of them, who will oversee this natural resource fund and say to this body that here what happens. We need 10 million US, and this 10 million US will be used for 10 schools. Now this body will look at the proposal and say, yes, this is a need in the country. We will want to improve on our infrastructure work. And the 22 of us say, yes, take this money and do that, which is a good thing. It means then that we must have consensus and agreement of all the members or majority of the members who are in agreement with the proposal as to how to spend this money. But you know what happened? The PPP wants to change that. The PPP wants to change that. And you do the maths. You think 5 body smarter than 22? Brothers and sisters, those of you who are listening, those of you who are viewing, you think 5% in Guyana smarter than 22% in Guyana? You think 5% with degree and master's degrees and PhD smarter than 20 persons with degree and master's degree and PhD? No. 5 is a percentage of the 22. And let's put it 5 a quarter. 5 is quarter of what was proposed. So if 22 no agree, the money is there. Nobody troubles it. But you get 5 now that you know you can look after quickly and say, hey buddy, bring the money over, let me spend it. That is what the PPP wants to do with our money. That is what the PPP is coming to Parliament tomorrow to bring to us, to say that here what happens, the 22% that you have ain't making sense. We don't want so much people. We just want 5 body. Not less than 3, no more than 5. We want 5 body to manage all this money. That is nonsense. The Guyanese people do not want that. Today I was in the quarantine. I was in the quarantine today. Moving around. Doing my own house-to-house consultation. And you know what happens? Everywhere I went in the quarantine, the people saying, do not trouble with money. The people are saying, do not trouble that money. If the Granger put 22 people to look after the money, PPP, if you want to do something better, put it to 50 persons. Bring 10 persons or 5 persons. Bring 5 persons from each region. We have 10 regions. So we have 50 persons now in that fund. If you want to play nice boy and decent boy and honest boys, do that, PPP. Increase the 22 to 50. And if you do that, then a lot of persons will think twice. But if you put it to 5, then the people know where to vote next election. And I am saying to the Guyanese public, I am saying to my brothers and sisters, if you got 22 persons who will watch man this money, and you want knock out the 22, and you want put 5, something is there. There is a hidden agenda. There is a plan. There is a plan. If 22 persons watch man this money, that means that nobody can keep it. Nobody can squander it. Nobody can spend it wastefully. Nobody can spend it how they want to spend it. That is if you have the 22 person. But if you want to put 5 body, then there is something coming behind. Somebody wants to do something. Somebody wants to do something with our money. Brothers and sisters in Guyana, ask the question. Those of you who have a smartphone tonight and you're in tune with those political guys, ask them the question now. Send your message to them. Ask them why they want to change it from 22 to 5. And tell them Tell them to change it from 22 to 50. And then we will see that that money will remain with us. If the PPP were dissolved, make that 22 50. And then you will see that the people will say that, okay, probably you got good intention. Let 5 members from each region be. We will have transparency and accountability of the Guyanese people money. And let me tell you something. All of you listening and viewing, and all of you who got your own story to talk about this money is not up to money and PPP money and AFC money. This money is not the politician money. This money is the poor people of this country money. This money is every single citizen money. This money belongs to the 750,000 people in this country. This is not a red money and a green money. Our future, our children's future, and our grandchildren's future. If you want to live in this country and enjoy your life, ensure that we have 50% overseeing this money and not 22 and not 5. This money belongs to all 10 regions. Not 5 body in Georgetown sit down and decide how to spend me money in this country, me oil money. It's nonsense. We got to stand up for we right. All of you who sit down in your home and say, yes, they're wrong. They want to change your money because they want to do something with the money. Come out and speak. Post it up on the Facebook. Go onto the social media and Twitter and send it there. Let the world see. Call your family overseas and tell them. Let them post it up. That somebody want to change the law so that couple body alone, 5 body alone will manage this money. We do not want that to happen. We do not want that to happen. So brothers and sisters, tomorrow will be a good day in Guyana. Tomorrow you will see a lot of Guyanese everywhere will stand up to this atrocity. If you want to change it from 22 to 5, then that is dictatorship. That is raw muscle politics. That is not democracy. But if you want to change it from 22 to 50, 5 representatives from each region, that is democracy. Because this money belongs to all 10 regions, the people of this cooperative republic. So brothers and sisters, you have a lot to sleep on tonight. God bless you. Enjoy the few days that we have in 2021. Remember, God is good to us. Because God has been good to us, we are alive. A lot of us had relatives who passed during this COVID time. I am appealing to you. Continue to have faith, continue to praise God, and good days will be ahead. I am saying to you that I am your representative for East Berbice quarantine. For the past year, I have been trying my utmost to represent your cause. Continue to share information with me so that 2022 be coming with a bang. We will sell this program and other programs more. We will have more individuals coming on the programs, and you will know exactly what is happening in Berbice, in Guyana, and around the world. I must say special thanks to the 107.1 family. Special thanks to my brother Mark Benchop for affording me the time every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. So God bless. Take care. Pray for us tomorrow. Pray for Guyana tomorrow. And support us. When you hear we are out there, support us. Do whatever you have to do so that we all can be in this cause, fighting for the voice, representing the people who cannot represent themselves, fighting for the voiceless. And so long. Take care. Happy New Year. Don't sport up too much for the old years. And so see you guys next Tuesday. God bless. Take care.
This ain't a long time, this ain't a long time, this not baby full time. This ain't a long time, this ain't a long time, this not baby full time. This ain't a long time, this ain't a long time.